This is Terry McGraw. I'm the head of customer success here at Polarity. In the spirit of a picture is worth 1,000 words, I just wanted to take a second to show you the power of Polarity when it comes to doing event triage. So let me set this up for you. If you're a security analyst working in a SOC somewhere, whether that's an MSSP, an enterprise, or you're just the IT slash security slash incident responder slash network architect, you're having to answer several questions when you receive an event from a piece of your telemetry. So one of your sensors has now generated an alert, and you have to decide a few things. One, is it a true or false positive? If it's a true positive, do I care? And if I do care, how much do I care? And then that all sets up the data to make an informed decision about what to go do next, whether that's to escalate to the next level of security analysis or response professional, or do I contain it, or do I not contain it? What's the next steps? And all of that data needs to be retrieved and considered before you actually make or take an action to do containment or remediation. And so I wanted to demonstrate very quickly the power of Polarity. Let me set up what I've done here. So on my screen, you'll see a simulated email. So this came from a fake Splunk alert. It's using artificial data, of course. I'm not going to have malware running on my endpoint, but let's just assume that this was brokered to me in whatever system. This could be, I'm looking at it in the SIM, I've been given an email, I have a brokerage system or a ticketing system that has sent this to me to conduct triage. It really doesn't matter. Again, Polarity works in a PDF, on a website, on an Excel spreadsheet, on a notepad, as you see on my screen. Because we work at the pixel level using optical character recognition, it really doesn't matter how it's presented to the analyst. The process for data retrieval will be the same. So let me walk you through this. So all I would have to do is essentially open up my document and then begin my triage. So you'll see that when I pivot into the document, pieces of information are already starting to be highlighted on my screen. This is the augmented reality part of Polarity. It'll look for data that it knows something about, of the things that you are looking at using our computer vision technology. In this case, we've highlighted a few things. So let's just start with the process hash. So I'll scroll over that process hash. Instantly, whatever we had information about that process hash is then retrieved in the overlay window. So we'll see right here, this is a RIOC hash, and we've got this confirmed through three different types of external data sources. We have Alien Vault OTX, we have Hybrid Analysis, and Virus Total, all telling us that this is not only ransomware, it's a Trojan family that's associated with the RIOC family of ransomware. We see that it's beaconing out to an external IP that's owned in Russia. Now, I'm not going to make any geopolitical comments, but if I had a ransomware attack beaconing out to a Russian IP, I've now confirmed that I have a significant problem, and now my attention is much higher. So I look at the associated assets that have been affected by this. In this alert, I have two particular assets that have been affected. Immediately, Polarity knows that this is a critical server. It's in the Atlanta data center. It happens to be running Polarity. The other asset that is affected is the CEO's laptop. Its host name is the Flyaway machine, and it's also located in, well, this one is located in Florida. So we have two different assets located in two different parts of our infrastructure, and we know that one of those is the CEO's laptop used for travel. Now I have two forms of ransomware in my environment, affecting two critical assets in my environment with ransomware that is confirmed to be really, really nasty. All of that done in just a matter of seconds using Polarity. All I had to do is scroll over the mouse. So let me give you one more feature. Let's assume for a second that you're culling through any type of data, and you don't necessarily want to be in highlight mode. You just want to rapidly do a triage. All I have to do is a quick keystroke. It'll search the entire block of information that I have, and it'll return all the information that it has about the alert that I've been given to triage. I don't need to do any cutting, any pasting, any pivoting, any opening of additional tabs. I don't need to open any additional tools. I don't need to try to figure out where that data is located in my architecture. Literally everything I know about it is returned to my overlay window, as I like to call it, the heads-up display. All of this is done in near instant time. So I've recognized the text on my screen. I know that there's some information about it. That data was queried and returned into the overlay window literally in under a second. That type of response time is amazing to me, but think of the time that it saves you as an analyst to go through and just alleviate all of that burden of data retrieval before you can make an informed decision. So let's assume now that I've done all that triage, I can actually, if you have an orchestration tool, you can then click into the overlay window and run your playbook for containment right in the overlay window. So I've got the overlay window telling me all the information that I need to make an informed decision. I know that it's a true positive. I know that I care. I now know that I care a lot based on the assets affected. And now I can literally launch a playbook right from my heads-up display. I can do all this in a matter of seconds. Think about the time savings that does every day, all day, at scale, across all of your team members. And this information can be shared across the team instantaneously and retained. So just a quick snapshot of why I love Polarity so much and why I think this is a game changer, to use a really, really overused phrase. This truly is. If you are in the SOC or you manage people who are in the SOC, Polarity truly will be a gift that keeps on giving. Take care. Please reach out to us for a demo at any time. We'll be happy to show you this in your environment.